Bosia, come with me again, oh, come with me again. And then Dr. Hassan Ayariga, what issue ni last but one message. Nebusia, nyama na Dr. Kikaya no. So weni. Me mpese me kasa bebre, enti yenkuti Dr. fully. We'll be right back.
Friday is meant for him. It is not for Nigerians. It is not for Igbos. It is not for foreigners. It is not against his family. And it is not against anybody. This ultimatum is issued out to Chukudi, the so-called Igbo king, or the person who has made himself a king in Ghana. Let us make this very, very clear. Today I don't have much time to talk, but let me make this very clear. Somebody sent me his post, and in the post he claimed not to have gone to the police station to ask for a round table with me, Hassan Ayariga, and that he only went there to report and ask for police protection for himself, for his family, for Igbos, and for Nigerians living in Ghana. Mr. Chukudi, please stop doing 419 with everything. Stop doing scam with every information. Stop misleading people. You keep misleading people for your own benefit. Let me make it clear. We are not coming against Nigerians. This is stated clearly. Don't pull Nigerians into it. No, we are not after Nigerians. If we are after Nigerians, we will not come to your house. The ultimatum will not be given to only you. It will be given to the whole entire Nigerians living in Ghana. So stop sending out false information, misinforming people, disinformation and misinformation about your criminal and activities that we are after. We are not after Nigerians, Mr. Chukudi. Let me make it clear. If we are after Nigerians in Ghana, clearly we will not be coming to your, nobody will come to your house. Nobody will give you an ultimatum. We will give the whole Nigerians ultimatum, including the Nigerian embassy.
That's for this 18th.
Yes. If it were coming, we were coming for Nigerians. Then we will tell the Nigerian embassy and ambassador to pack his things and leave Ghana. We don't want them there. Including every Nigerian, whether Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, or any tribe. You're making it look as if we are against Nigerians. And let me be clear to you. Nigerian citizens are victims of your crime activities in Ghana. You have made it a problem for them now. You started all this, not Nigerians. You started it. You called yourself a king, installing 16 sub-chiefs, so many divisional chiefs, even to the extent of giving chieftaincy title to foreigners outside Ghana, Americans. I have every record of you. When I'm talking, when I'm speaking, I have records of you. The lady who helps you to perform all these yam festival, I have information about her. The American ladies who are supporting you, how much they gave you for COVID-19 and the food stuff, I have every information. I have all the information. But I want you, stop tagging Nigerians to your problem. Stop tagging Igbos to your problem. Stop tagging Yorubas to your problem. And stop tagging foreigners to your problem. Your problem, handle it alone. You caused it. You are the problem. You said you want to be a king. You have made yourself a king. No Nigerian has endorsed you to become a king. The Nigerian community have reached out to me. The Igbo community have reached out to me. They are bitterly upset with you, very bad. Because even they themselves, the Igbo community, are unable to perform any form of Igbo's festivals in Ghana. Because if it is not, if it doesn't pass through you, you call the police on them to arrest them. You distracted, you threaten them with Ghana police. Who are you to be in Ghana and threatening your own citizens? And thereby saying that you are looking for security for which citizen? Which citizen are you looking for the security for? Which of your citizens? Because you are their nightmare. You Chukudi, you are the nightmare.
Those who are calling doctors, be careful.
People are calling in, so you Chukudi, you are the nightmare of Nigerians. There are court cases against you. You have court cases against them. You keep running to the court every time, every minute. You are just running to the court. You think the court is a playground for you? He's even taking the Nigerian, the Igbo community to court. I have the documentations.
Your own community?
Your own community. And some of them too have taken him to court because of his behavior. So when you sit down and you lie to the people that Ayariga is coming after Nigerians, on the 18th, he's coming after Nigerians, he's coming after Igbos, he's coming after everybody in who is a Nigerian citizen. You are living peacefully. You are not living peacefully. You are not giving your own people peace. Let me be sure with you. Don't play with our minds in this country. You are not giving the Nigerian people peace. You are not giving them peace. Nobody is coming after Nigeria. Let me make it clear. All Nigerians living in Ghana, Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, I am not after you. The citizens of Ghana are not after you for now. But we are warning you to stop your bad behavior. You're scamming. We are warning you to stop all your nonsense in this country. Kidnapping, you cannot come to my country and do kidnapping. Rituals, we are warning you to stop. Murder cases, stop. Armed robbery, disease. You want to live in Ghana, live peacefully. Do your business quietly. And we will not have anything against you. You go against all these norms, we will come after you. But for now, the battle is between us and Chukudi. Because one, Chukudi knows that making yourself a king in Ghana is a criminal offense. It's a criminal. You are not a king.
Yeah.
You're not a Ghanaian.
No.
And you can never be a king.
Never.
So you've made yourself a king. When the national security invited you, told them that you are not a king. You didn't know that you are not supposed to be a king. Are you joking with us?
Ignorance of the law is not an excuse.
As old as you are, with plenty gray hair, don't you have common sense? Don't you have sense? You speak with authority, and you don't know that you are not supposed to speak with authority because you are not a king. You tell the Igbos community that they should not do anything unless through you because you are their king. You didn't know that you are not supposed to be a king. Put that aside. Secondly, you have decided to put sub-chiefs 16 in every region. That's a criminal offense. You have put up sub-chiefs in various communities. And you know what most of them told me?
No.
If he wants evidence, I'll give them. Even the one in Medina has called me. That he took 50,000 Ghana cedis from him to make him a king.
Before he installed him a king.
Before he installed him a king. And that he takes between 50 to 100,000 Ghana cedis from people before giving them the throne. And some of them, he give it to them because he needs a favor from them. I mean, how dare you, Chukudi, that you come to my country? We, the custodian of this country, we are not giving out chieftaincy to people. But you have come here and you have taken over our country, and you are rather giving chieftaincies, titles to people. Under what classification did you classify your kingship? Under what authority? Under what power? Which land do you owe? Or which tradition or which lineage do you belong to, that you think that you have the power to install chiefs and sub-chiefs and divisional chiefs and celebrities who are following you, and Americans and foreign chiefs? You are installing all this. My brother, if you say you don't know about this, then you are dumb. Sorry, my English. Unless I want to believe that packaging, like one of your spokespersons said, that you people know how to package, that the difference between Nigerian Chukudi and Ghanaian, what do you call it? Ghanaian chiefs. Ghanaian chiefs don't package themselves for scamming. They don't package them. They are naturally kings and chiefs. They don't package themselves for scamming. You have come to Ghana, package your scam yourself, and you are using it to scam people. You are using it to deceive people. You are using it to do business. Nigerians, let me put this to you to clear. Chukudi is doing business with our titles, our chieftaincy titles. The kingship he took from, he made himself in Ghana here. He's using it to do business. So if we are coming after him, it is because of these reasons. If we want to come after Nigerians, we know the Nigerian embassy. We'll attack the embassy and tell them, leave our country. If we want to go against Nigerians, we'll attack Nigerians, individual Nigerians within the community. We know where they live. We'll go attack them. But many of the Nigerians that you see them here, many of them are victims.
From Chukudi?
Victims, yes. The Igbo community, they are not happy. Otinegi. They are not happy. Otinegi. You are destroying them. Now you want to pull them to your house for rescue, for support. You are telling them that, oh, they should come. They are attacking you. They are attacking Nigerians. They are attacking Igbos. My brothers, Igbos, Kedu, Adoma, we are not attacking you. My brothers, Igbos, Ghana and Nigerians have been living in peace until when some of you started misbehaving, that we are getting upset. Come, once you are in Ghana, behave. Behave. Conduct yourself well. Do your business well. Make your money and go back to your village and build your communities. You don't have a problem. There's so much money in Ghana to make. Make it and go back, but don't engage in all form of criminalities. That I will not entertain it or accept it. That is why I'm coming after the Igbo, so-acclaimed Igbo king. Because it is the beginning of all the nonsense. He started all these criminal, what do you call it, chieftaincy title. This is a crime in Ghana. It's a big crime, and that is why the citizens are coming after you. The reason for the citizen arrest is not even your criminality, your scamming on other things. No. That one, we are dealing with it, with all the institutions. FBI will come for you. Let me already give you a heads up. Your matter is with the FBI. I have put it to the FBI. I did not present Nigerians' name. I did not petition Nigerians. I did not petition Igbos. I did not petition Yoruba. I petitioned you. You have Chukudi to the FBI. I petition you has Chukudi to the ICC. I petition you has Chukudi to Iyoko. I petition you has Chukudi to National Security. I petition only you has Chukudi to the police, Ghana Police. I petition you to ECOWAS Community Chairman and President. I petition you to the Ghana Revenue Authority. I petition you to the chieftaincy, what do you call it? Home, what do you call them? Oh,
National House of Chiefs.
National House of Chiefs. I did not petition any Nigerian. I did not petition any Igbo. And I have not petitioned any Yoruba man. So let's make it clear. All Nigerians, stay away from this man. Whether you are Igbo, you are Yoruba, you are Hausa, or whatever. Stay away from this man. It is this man we are going to deal with. He is the only person we are, even not his family. We are not against his family. We are not against his wife or his children. He is the one who is the imposter. He is the one who is breaking our laws and making himself a king, a self-acclaimed king. When he, excuse me, I'm back. Calls were coming through. Sorry.
That's all right.
So let this ring in the heads of every Igbo man, Yoruba man, every Nigerian. This so-called 18th citizen arrest is against Chukwudi. Anybody who comes there should blame himself, because we are not after anybody. The Ghanaian citizens are not after anyone. If Chukwudi loves his citizens, as he's claimed, and love Igbos, as he claimed, and love his wife and children, as he claimed, will not jeopardize their lives for his personal gain. Will not jeopardize their future for his personal gain. If Chukwudi is sensible and wise like a good leader, would have found a way of solving this problem amicably rather than showing that he's a strong man. You are not a strong man. A nation is coming after you, and you are so stupid to wait for them to come. You are so foolish to wait for them to come. And you claim you are a strong man. You are a stupid man. Sorry, but you're not an intelligent man.
No.
Because if you are intelligent, for the sake of your family, for the sake of your nation, for the sake of your children and Igbos, you will say, look, Igbos, Ghanaians are after me because I have committed a crime. I have committed treason. The treason is that I am doing things that I shouldn't have done. And the citizens are not happy. And they want me to leave my country, their country. I, Inedu Chukwudi, what's his third name?
Jude. Chooks.
Or Chooks. Call him Chooks. I am doing a press conference to tell Ghanaians and to tell Nigerians, I have committed a crime. I have committed treason. I have been, because you have made so many kings. Yeah. How are you going to withdraw them back? You have installed so many chiefs, so many of them. I stand today and I want to tell anybody that I have given authority and made that person chief or sub-chief or celebrity, from today it is null and void. The Ghanaian government had, or the Ghanaian citizens and the Ghanaian government had made clear to me that I am not a king. So in as much as I am not a king, any person I have given or awarded or installed a chief, it is null and void. And the citizens of Ghana has given me ultimatum to leave. I am by this press conference respecting the will of the citizens against my own will, against the will of many Nigerians who are living here peacefully, and many Ghanaians who are living in Ghana, in Nigeria too, peacefully. To stand on authority, that as a leader, you lead by example, you lead with wisdom, you lead with knowledge, you lead with sympathy, and not to lead with arrogance, ignorance. I am by this press conference on Friday leaving Ghana for Nigeria until further notice. This will solve the problems of what is coming to you on Saturday. Nigerians respect you Ghanaians will respect you. Everybody, even me, Hassan Ayariga, I will find a way of bringing you back. Because I have seen common sense in you, and I can now live with you because you have shown sympathy and remorse to what you are and who you are and how people describe you. You have tried as much as possible not to let it look like that. But you see, you keep annoying Ghanaians on daily basis. You keep exaggerating and making this matter worse for you. Even those who sympathize with you now are all now against you because every day your TikTok talks, you talk anyhow, you talk arrogantly. You talk as if even kings in Ghana don't talk like that. They will not talk with that kind of.
No.
You never talk like that. You keep provoking the citizens, and the citizens the numbers keep increasing. Those who are now against you and hate you, the numbers are increasing rapidly every second. So I'm getting so many calls. Today, all my phones went off.
It will against
all 18th. My phones went off.
It will.
because of the 18th. All my phones, I charge, they were all going off. I'm tired of calls. Because of you. Your utterances. You and your so-called communication, I don't know what that idiot or whatever he calls himself.
He's even
he keeps talking matters. I don't know whether he has common sense. I don't know whether he has something small in his head. If you are even eating with somebody, must you be a foolish boy? I don't want to talk about him. He's not worth my speech. Let me ignore him. He's not worth it. No. So let's continue. You keep making Ghanaians upset more and more and more, and everybody is getting upset of you. And you know what you are doing? You are gradually making people to be getting upset to Nigerians as well, especially Igbos, because you claim to be their king when you are not a king. Ghana and Nigeria, we've lived as good friends together. We've been brothers. We're still brothers. Not you alone will come and destroy something. Chukudi. Call your name 3 times. Listen to sense from me. You know what? They keep saying that I am from Boku and there's war in Boku and I've not solved it. Let me tell you how I've been solving this problem. I'm going to give him an example of a leader. Mamprusis are my mothers. Kusasis are my fathers. They keep talking that I'm a Fulani man. I'm not a Fulani man. Every time they keep giving wrong information about me. I don't mind. I studied in Nigeria, Bariwa College. Go and find out. You will see that I'm an old student of Bariwa College, Zaria, Osasa. I used to live in Osasa. My father and myself, we lived in Osasa, and my family, until 1979, 81. 1983, when we returned back from Nigeria. 87. We went there 83. We went to Nigeria 83, we got back 87. 4 years I've lived in Nigeria. I speak almost all the languages in Nigeria. Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa. So that's why when I say Otinegi, you understand what Otinegi is. Go and ask an Igbo man. He will tell you what Otinegi is. They know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to explain. But it's a word describing you because you don't have the value for me to use any other word. But let me tell you something. My father was the first MP of Boku. He's a Kusasi man, coming from a royal family. My mother, all of them are late. May their soul rest in peace. May their soul all rest in peace.
Amen.
It's a Mamprusi man. A Mamprusi woman. These two tribes have lived and coexisted for years, hundreds of years. But sometimes, occasionally, they have this fight among themselves. This fight started way before I was born, and it's still there. I, as a citizen from that community. I tried my best all the time to resolve it, both with any government. I speak with all the government, with the police, with the national security, all the time to resolve this problem. And that is why it's even mild and it's not aggravating. Because of so many of my interventions, I will not mention them. Because if I go to Boku, it is my duty to go to my father's community and greet my elders. If I go to Boku, it is my duty to go to my mother's community and greet the elders. My last visit to Boku, when the war was there, I had to go to both sides to greet. And even another side was threatening and saying that why so many things. And I realized that my presence in Boku, and I don't go to here, I'm going to get a lot of bad name from both sides.
Yeah.
And I want peace to maintain in that community. And if my presence is going to cause more casualties in that community rather than bringing more peace, then I will sacrifice my visit to that community until there's peace. Nestana,
Yes, sir.
ask the people of Boku that I did not go to Boku for the past 2 to 3 years. I did not step foot there.
Just because of peace.
On the voting day, I was supposed to go and vote because that is where my polling station is in Boku Central, Tisungo. For the peace of the people.
Wow.
Not to aggravate any side and not to make any side look bad, but to find peace because it is peace I want. Understand that? I did not vote in 2024 general elections.
Wow.
For myself. My wife did not vote in 2024 general election. Not because I'm scared to go there or cannot go there, but because I want to maintain that peace. That is the law for the people I show. That I did not go to where I was born, my hometown. For 3 years till date, as I speak to you, 3 years I've not stepped foot in that community.
Wow. Wow.
But every other presidential candidate went there to campaign and do whatever they wanted. So this is love for community. This is love for your people. This is respect, maturity in making decisions that will help maintain peace in a community. What can you do after causing these crimes? Now you are pulling your people inside. Igbo man, Kedu, I'm greeting you people. We are not against you people. We know your activities is not right, but we are praying that you will change because lately I have realized that you people have stopped your behavior in Ghana. Continue this way and stop your barbaric behaviors. But for now, the head that says that he is the king of no community, of no boundaries, no traditional lineage, and making yourself a king, and still calling yourself a king, His Excellency, he called himself His Royal Majesty or whatever,
Majesty.
HRM.
Dr.
Royal Majesty. Where did you get the doctorate from? Where did you get the royal? Where did you get the doctorate from? I don't know where he got his doctorate from. Where did you get the Royal Highness from and His Majesty from? And now you have given yourself so many titles. He has been given a title there, a title that he has counted his titles more than 50 on this rate. Chineke God. Chineke God. Igbo man, you understand when I say Chineke God? You understand? So, Mr. Chukwudi, Nigerians, Ghanaians are not after you on the 18th of what do you call it? October.
Just for this 18th.
No, after them. Ghanaians are not after you. Igbos, Ghanaians are not after you. Ghanaians are after an imposter. One person. One person. And we have given him an ultimatum. It is not that we are going.
Ebusia, so I believe strongly said Munina Mweti Dr. Hassan Ayariga. This is the part 1 of the 1 hour long interview no ni your brother you know. And this is part 1 and I'll bring part 2 no my next video no. So but more than I said you stick around to listen to the entire you know that's an ebeshia pure your call.